Mr. Men, Little Miss, go green. Roger Hargreaves. Little Miss Inventor was walking to Mr. Mean's house for afternoon tea. On her way, she passed Mr. Perfect's garden. What a perfectly brilliant green lawn he had! And why was it so lush and green? Because he watered it morning, noon, and night. What a waste of water, thought Little Miss Inventor to herself. She walked past Mr. Lazy's house, where all the lights were on, in the middle of the day. And why were Mr. Lazy's lights all on? Because he was too lazy to bother turning them off. What a waste of electricity, thought Little Miss Inventor. She passed by Little Miss Splendid's mansion and saw steam rising from the open windows. Little Miss Splendid left her heating on all year round. What a waste of energy, thought Little Miss Inventor. And then she saw Mr. Skinny's dustbin, which was overflowing with leftover food. Mr. Skinny had such a small appetite that he could never eat a whole meal. What a waste of food, thought Little Miss Inventor. Finally, she arrived at Mr. Mean's house. She was not particularly looking forward to afternoon tea with Mr. Mean, for tea at Mr. Mean's house was something of a mean affair. He was not a very generous host. Mr. Mean always reused his tea bags, and he made a packet of biscuits last 6 whole months. Weak tea and half a stale biscuit, if she was lucky. It will come as no surprise to hear that Mr. Mean was not just mean at tea time. Mr. Mean did not like waste. He never watered his garden, even at the height of summer. He never left his lights on. In fact, he never turned his lights on, even at night. He never turned his heating on, even in mid-winter. And he never cooked more food than he needed. There was no waste at Mr. Mean's house. It was while she was sipping her weak tea that it dawned on Little Miss Inventor that, as mean as Mr. Mean was, he was also doing the right thing, if not for quite the right reasons. But all the same, Mr. Mean's dislike of waste was helping the environment. And it was there and then that Little Miss Inventor decided that she and all her friends should follow Mr. Mean's example. No more waste. The very next day, Little Miss Inventor started her great environmental project. She invented a new watering system for Mr. Perfect's lawn, which collected rainwater in a water butt. She installed a thermostat in Little Miss Splendid's house, which turned the heating off when it was not needed. She fitted a light sensor in Mr. Lazy's house, which automatically turned his lights off during the day. She devised a very tiny saucepan for Mr. Skinny, so that he could cook just the right amount of food. But she also taught her friends that they should only buy what they need, and they should reuse their bags for shopping to avoid using lots of plastic. And finally, she set up a recycling system that collected and sorted out everyone's rubbish. Cardboard with cardboard, glass with glass, and tins with tins. Everyone became recycling experts, but no one could better Mr. Mean. He even recycled last year's Christmas cards. Thank you for listening.